At the Fort Bend County Courthouse in Richmond, Texas, Jen Walters fails to argue in front of a judge for Jim Rhodes' release, prompting her afterward to pummel and toss away her rental car to blow off steam. During the night in Manhattan, Tony Stark uses his Model Nil armor to tag patrolling Stark Sentinels with stealth trackers so that he can analyze their flight patterns. Returning to the Hellfire Club and accessing a secret passageway, Tony finds Wilson Fisk perusing his secret laboratory. He pressures Tony for his work to yield results. Meanwhile, at the entrance of the Hellfire Club, Emma Frost, in her undercover Hazel Kendall identity, tries to shoo away Riri Williams, who has arrived to visit Tony. Wielding the Mandarin's rings, Riri uses them to telepathically coerce Emma. Frost resists the intrusion, taking off her inhibitor ring and pulling Williams into a mindscape represented as a miniaturized city. She reveals herself, to Riri's surprise. They trade blows as Riri summons an apparition of her Ironheart armor to fight, but Emma has the upper hand. Back in the laboratory, Fisk continues berating Tony when a mutant detector installed by Orcus in the mansion goes off. They rush to the entrance to find Emma and Riri's bodies in trance, standing completely still. Tony grabs the inhibitor ring as a Stark Sentinel makes a landing in front of the building. Fisk grabs his cane and slams his own nose with it, stepping out of the mansion, exclaiming that he's been the victim of an assassination attempt by Mystique to create a cover. Returning to the Battle of the Minds, Emma tears down Riri's armor. As they agree that they need to snap out of the telepathic trance, Riri lands one final slap to Frost's face. They return to the real world to find the tearing apart the mansion's roof as it lunges at Emma. Tony armors up, warning Riri and Emma that he can only jam the robot's communications for a minute. Riri follows suit while Emma turns into Diamond. She orders Riri to toss her to the Sentinel's head, and Iron Man joins her in targeting the robot's face as it swats Riri away. Tony suggests using the rings, but Riri opts to deploy what Tony had asked her to bring. She bombards the robot with PIM particles from her armor's gauntlet, and joins Emma in stomping the miniaturized Sentinel to smithereens. Tony sweeps in and atomizes its remains with a repulsor ray. Sometime later, the police have arrived and are taking Fisk's statement. He blames the property damage on the alleged mutant attack as well, helping deepen their cover. Inside the mansion, Emma and Riri reconcile. Tony leads Williams to his lab, where they catch up. He shows Riri the designs for Mysterium ships to use in the counterattack against Orcus, and tasks her with traveling off-world to fabricate them with the help of Eitri. Asking what were the PIM particles for, Tony gestures to a device outfitted with a magnifying glass, where she sees something microscopic he's working on and comments that it looks cute. When Riri tells him she'll leave this night, Tony reminds her that the next day is Thanksgiving. The following day, Tony and his allies convene over a Thanksgiving table in the Morlock tunnels. Lifting a glass of apple cider, Tony makes a high-spirited toast. Meanwhile, at the Allen B. Polunsky unit in Livingstone, a guard hands what he believes to be a St. Leonard medal over to Rhodey. Rhodey is pleasantly surprised when he inspects it, and chuckles as he puts it around his neck. A miniaturized war machine armor is embedded in the medal. Under his breath, Rhodey calls it a St. Anthony medal.